Invasion of the Cow Snatchers. This is a game by ThinkFun. More than a game, really, it is a puzzle. It is in the same tradition of Rush Hour, Chocolate Fix, Laser Maze, Gravity Maze, Domino Maze, Hacker. I really like their puzzles, and that's why I have many of them. Now, in this puzzle, like in those other ones, you have multiple challenges that are all based on the same set of components. You choose a challenge, you set up the components in a specific way, and then you have, well, a puzzle. And this way, a single set of components will allow you to face many challenges that are also placed in increasing levels of difficulty. In this new iteration of the system, we are aliens and we go around with our UFO using our tractor beam to kidnap cows, this bizarre animal. I'm sure we do it for science, or probably culinary science, but don't worry, I think that there's gonna be an upcoming version for vegans, which is gonna be Invasion of the Tofu Snatchers. Now, here, this is the main element of the game, which is actually the board where we play, and we set it up in different ways, in different configurations. We have many challenges. Each will tell us where we start and what the setup is. And here I set up an intermediate one, a hard intermediate one is number 29. You have a total of 60. So you should get a sense. Not too easy, not too hard. What you place on the board at the beginning is a Red Bull, a number of colored cows, possibly silos, it is not there in every challenge, and then walls. The walls are not equally tall, and they will create interesting obstacles. After we do this, we place this transparent cover here at the sky, and then we place our UFO in the position indicated on the card, which in this case would be here. What do we do now? We simply move around orthogonally, trying to match more or less the directions indicated on the grid at the bottom. We cannot fly over the silos, and then since the cows are magnetic and so is our UFO, we move over cows and we pick them up like that. And then we go around and we're trying to collect them all, and then last to pick up the Red Bull. Where's the challenge? In the fact that these walls will block us, because as we pick up cows, of course there will be an increasingly taller stack of cows hanging under our UFO, and we may not be able to go over some of these walls. The red wall is so tall that 0 cows will be able to fly over it. The green fence that you see here, 1 cow can go over it, white one, 2 cows, yellow one, 3 cows. So suppose, for example, that I decided I picked up that one, and then I go here to pick up this one, I come back, and I can do that because 2 will fly over the white wall. By the way, listen to this. Can you hear it? It's so fun that to me it really sounds like a real tractor beam, like I imagine a tractor beam shoot sound. Then we pick up this one here and we can fly back because the wall here is yellow. We cannot pick up the Red Bull yet, so we go here, pick up this one, and triumphantly realize that we are stuck, because we have 4 under our UFO, and the yellow, which is the lowest wall, only allows us to go over it with 3. And so what happens is, well, we failed, and so we set it up again. I'm not going to show you the real solution. Actually, you can just pause the video, look at the board, and in your head try to solve it. Yes, technically, like it happens in other games by ThinkFun, technically this is all that you need, the deck of challenges, strictly speaking, but really, would you deprive yourself of the immense joy of using a tractor beam and picking up cows? And it's such a fun idea. As the challenges progresses, of course, you have to do longer paths and more counterintuitive things. Then when you get to the highest challenges, there's an extra rule, which is in the highest challenges you also have these circles here on the board. And what happens in those challenges is that you have to pick out the cows, not just keeping the Red Bull for last, but also in a certain order. And to facilitate that, you're allowed to drop off cows on the circles, and when you come back, you need to place yourself in an adjacent area. Now, this is not what happens in this scenario, but this is just to show you how it works. And sometimes when you don't have anything, when you're picking up your first cow, yes, it can be a little hard. And sometimes you just gently press on the cover. Later, of course, since there are cows under your UFO, it becomes easier because the magnet is closer to the one that is there. So this would be an example of one of the advantages of having the circles, which you will have in later scenarios, but you also have the extra challenge of having to pick up the cows forming a specific pattern. They need to be in the exact order, top to bottom, I would say, because after all, you pick up the top one and then the yellow, etc., etc. So this is Invasion of the Cow Snatchers. It is a really fun game. I play a lot of puzzles by ThinkFun. I played a lot of these puzzles in the past. This is easily my favorite one, together with Rush Hour, because that is just such a classic. It's just so incredibly fun. The theme is silly and it is implemented incredibly well. It feels like, like a Tim Burton movie, but it works. It's fun, it's ridiculous, but I really feel like you had the tractor beam. Thematically, it's impeccable. Intellectually, it presents you with fun challenges that really are good for all ages. My daughter Louisa, who is now 7, she's obsessed with this game. We have been playing it for hours and hours. She has completed all the hard challenges. She's working her way through the super hard. She'll soon get to the genius level. And I don't know how she'll fare there, because that is when we have the pickup, the drop off and pick up to create a specific order. We'll see how she does. That is a challenge that definitely is not inconsequential even for an adult. And that is something that I really like about these games, because they really work when children are alone, when children are playing with their parents, and even when the kids are asleep. You set up one of the highest levels and you have a puzzle which is just a bona fide, a legitimate challenging puzzle for an adult. Production wise, it looks really good. Everything works. Again, there's a little detail that the first cow sometimes is hard to pick up, but you move a little bit, you press down a little bit, and you'll be fine. Easy to set up, fun to solve, fun to play with, fun to see the action that it creates. Invasion of the Cow Snatchers, not just another implementation of the general idea behind so many puzzles by ThinkFun, but actually a particularly good one. To me, this is an excellent puzzle, excellent way for a family to play together, excellent way to see your kids using their brain in an unplugged fashion. Also, just moving things around and just having that unplugged fun. And again, a puzzle that is good and fun for adults too.